Just want to ask everybody to make one big effort to ensure that the pay equalisation rallies on Thursday are as big as possible. As you know, two rallies planned outside the Dáil in Dublin at 4:30 and in Cork on St Patrick's Bridge at 4:30 as well. And I would like to say especially a well done to the lower paid teachers and their supporters and other teachers in Cork who have put that rally together. Since I started my campaign for the presidency of the INTO, I've talked a lot about self-organisation, about empowerment, about using the structures of the union to organise on our behalf. And I think the example of putting that rally together in Cork is an example of that, an example of bottom-up organising, people using the structures and building the protest and building the rally. So hopefully it will be successful, and I would appeal to everybody in the Munster area to make your way to Cork on Thursday, and all of those who in Leinster and other areas to try and get to Dublin to be there for 4:30. It is really important that we build these two rallies and that these rallies are seen as the starting point of the next phase of the campaign. There has been a great momentum built on the campaign, a bottom-up momentum organised by lower paid teachers and their supporters that has put pressure on the union leadership and on the government and has resulted in some progress so far. But pay equalisation has not been achieved, as you all know, so now is the time for us to step up the momentum and build the next phase of the campaign. Demands we should be now raising, I believe, are that we should be looking for the pay restoration elements that are in the Lansdowne Road Agreement to be brought forward and paid immediately, and we should be asking that new talks be opened to replace the Lansdowne Road Agreement with a deal that will give us full pay equalisation, full pay restoration, and the payment of monies that are owed to us through the benchmarking award, etc. We need to be back to the 2010 pay scales for everybody, and we need back money that has been lost to people to be on the table as well in terms of looking for that to be paid. Those campaigns, those demands need a bottom-up campaign if we're to achieve them. What I would ask everybody to do is write to your branch secretaries in the next while and ask that the next meeting of your branch committee discuss that and forward those ideas to the CEC for consideration, and that we start building towards the AGMs in January with motions for Congress of next year with those demands. As I said, what has got us so far has been a bottom-up campaign that has led to a situation where lower paid teachers and their supporters have built a campaign that has put pressure on the union leadership and on the government. I would just like to briefly say about my own record in relation to pay equalisation, which is relevant obviously to my campaign for the presidency. In 2010, I campaigned against the Croke Park Agreement on the basis that it included the phrase "no further pay reductions for existing public servants." And I queried at that time whether that would open the way to pay cuts for future entrants. That was denied by the leadership at the time who sold us the Croke Park Agreement. We know subsequently what happened. I subsequently campaigned against both the Haddington Road Agreement and the Lansdowne Road Agreement on the basis that those two deals did not make anything like sufficient progress towards ending pay equalisation. The CEC, as you know, campaigned vigorously for both deals. The strategies that have been pursued by the CEC in relation to pay have brought us to the situation we're in today. I believe a new strategy is needed. I've just outlined what I think we should be doing in terms of how we should build that. And I think a campaign is needed that involves large numbers of the union, members of the union getting involved and demanding that we need action on this, and we need immediate pay equalisation, pay restoration and the payment of monies owed. As you know, the campaign for presidency will be the AGMs will take place in January and branch nominations will happen, and the vote will take place in March. Meanwhile, we need to continue to build the momentum on this campaign. Let's see you all on the streets on Thursday, and let's build this and let's ensure that we have a campaign that will bring us success. Thanks a million, everybody.